In the blazing deserts of Arizona, legends traveled faster than the wind. Travelers whispered about a woman towering, untamable, fierce as a thunderstorm ain't. Only as Teyana, the Giant Apache Woman, standing nearly 7 feet tall. Shoulders broad as canyon stone, she carried strength that made warriors tremble and horses rear back in fear. She was a protector of her people, a shadow in the cliffs, a myth to the white settlers. Many men, Apache and cowboy alike, had challenged her over the years, each driven by ego, greed, or the foolish need to prove themselves. They all heard her say the same line, her voice echoing through the ravines. No man is strong enough for me. And she was right, until the day she met him. The cowboy who had nitrogen monoxide fear of giants. His name was Cole Maddox, a quiet cowboy known more for his kindness than his gunslinging. He wasn't the strongest man in the West, nor the tallest, nor the meanest. But he had something no one else had, a heart that didn't back down even when his body should have. One burning afternoon while traveling with supplies, Cole found a trail of destruction, broken trees, tracks deep as wells, and a wounded Mustang lying on its side. Without hesitation, he knelt and began tending to the wounded animal. A shadow suddenly fell over him, a massive one. When he turned around, he saw Teyana, her eyes sharp as obsidian, her presence so powerful the air itself seemed to bow. You are on Apache land, cowboy, she warned, crossing her arms. Leave, before I decide to move you myself. Cole stood, calm as sunrise. I ain't leaving till this horse is all right, he replied. No fear, no stutter, no attempt to prove himself. Her brows rose. Most men begged, bragged, or ran. But this cowboy, he stayed, he worked, and he cared. A test of strength. Intrigued and annoyed, Teyana challenged him. If you can lift that fallen log, she said, pointing to a giant tree trunk that even strong men couldn't budge, I'll allow you to finish it. Cole walked to it, studying the impossible task. After a moment, he shook his head. No, he said simply. She smirked. I knew it. Weak like the others. But Cole wasn't finished. I won't lift it, he continued, because it'll break my back. But I will move it with brains, not muscle. He tied ropes to his horse, used rocks to angle leverage, dug under the trunk to make space, and slowly, inch by inch, pulled the log aside. Teyana watched in stunned silence. No man had ever beaten one of her strength tests. Not by force, not by wit, not by calm bravery. At the moment she fell, that night as the desert cooled, the two sat by Cole's small fire. She studied him, the man with no fear of giants, the man who didn't try to impress her, the man who spoke softly but stood firmly. You're different, she finally admitted. Cole looked into the flames. I'm just a man trying to do right. Strength ain't in the arms, it's in the heart. Her chest tightened in a way she'd never felt, a way she couldn't fight. For years she had declared to the world, no man is strong enough for me. But this cowboy wasn't trying to be strong for her. He was strong beside her. And that was the first time her armor cracked. The battle that proved everything. Days later, raiders attacked the Apache settlement. Smoke rose. Horses screamed. War drums thundered. Teyana fought like a goddess of fire, unbreakable, fearless, ferocious. But even giants bleed when she took an arrow to the shoulder, stumbling as enemies surrounded her. A single gunshot cut through the chaos. Cole, charging into danger. Not because he was a warrior, but because he refused to leave her side. Together they fought back to back, her strength shaking the ground, his precision saving lives. And when the battle ended, the tribe gathered around the duo, the giant woman and the cowboy who dared to stand with her. Teyana turned to Cole, her voice low, vulnerable in a way she had never allowed. No man is strong enough for me, but you are brave enough, and that is stronger. The legend of the giant and the cowboy. From that day, the deserts carried a new legend, not of a giant woman feared by all, not of a soft-spoken cowboy traveling alone, but of an unbreakable bond, a warrior who found someone strong enough not to overpower her, but to understand her. She stood tall. He stood steady. And together they were stronger than any myth ever told.